How you doing? I'm Tom from the Rusty Rivet. We have the MIG 205 DP Pro from ARCCAPTAIN. This is a new machine, just came out on the market. They're just getting delivered. We're going to unbox it. We're going to see what comes with the machine. We're going to take it for a test run. Stand by. First of all, we have the bigger of the two MIG guns that they have, excluding the Tweco style gun, but this is the bigger of the two. So it's meant for 200 amps. We have the, they're giving us 3 drive rollers. We have a 0.8. We have a 1.0 U drive roller. The 0.8 is a V drive roller. And there's a 0.8 that's a knurled drive roller. And some electrical connections and 1 contact tip in that bag. This bag has a MIG nozzle. It has 4 more contact tips, a diffuser for the MIG gun, and a wrench and a nozzle. They gave us a hose. This hose feels to be rubber, okay, not the vinyl. They gave us this is standard stick welding stinger. They gave us the standard ground clamp, and this has a 3550. This has a 3550 DINS connector on it, so they went with the bigger one. They gave us a graphene liner. I'd assume that's for running aluminum wire through the MIG gun. We'll switch that over. They gave us a flow meter style regulator. The 110 to 220 adapter. The carrying case. Okay, these bags, I used to say, oh wow, a bag. But these bags have pockets to put everything in, and the handle's still exposed, so when you're packing everything up to go somewhere with it, you can put all your components with it. All right, and they gave us a box of 0.035 solid steel wire. And I know everyone is waiting for this. We got stickers. All right. And some Teflon tape, even though the fittings are NPT thread and you don't really need Teflon tape for it, but that's handy to have in case there is a leak of some sort. All right, let's have a look at the machine. Okay, the front of the machine. This is the same chassis that they have the MP205 in, or the 205 MP. We have 1 gas inlet, power switch, cable. We have our build plate here. On 240N, it has an input of 14.8 amps with the inrush current of 53.9. So the plugs are rated for 50. It's pushing the border. You probably want to get a slow blow fuse in your circuit breaker, or a slow blow circuit breaker to keep it from tripping. This is very similar to the 205 MP. It's got the, seems like a plastic injection molded wire feed mechanism here. Some of the higher end machines even come with the plastic now, I've noticed. So, saves weight, saves shipping. We have our spool here. It can handle the small roll, which is the 1 pound, 2 pound spool, or the 11 pound spool if you're in the US. All right. Your tensioner, a single drive roller. All right, and it's got a steel cord mechanism for steel wire. We'll switch that over so it's the graphene liner. All right, and it's got your parameter sheet here. And we'll go through. If it needs any adjusting or tweaking, I'll provide you with one if this doesn't really jive with it. All right, the front of the machine. Here's my favorite part. Oh, there it is. Okay, you have two knobs. They did away with those wheels like on the 205 MP. And we've got our MIG output. They did the bigger DINS connectors, which I really like. Okay, that it's good that they did that. So we're gonna go electrode positive. All right, so that goes in there, and then your ground will go in here, and your spool gun will go right here. All right, it's a Euro style connector. Here's our electrical connection, 5-pin connector. All right, and we're gonna dive into it. We'll hit the home button, see where that takes us. The home button allows us to go to, all right, this is your selector knob. We've got MIG, flux cord, spool gun, lift TIG, stick, and then settings. Languages, English, units, imperial. Sorry for everyone else out there, but the US still thinks imperial's here to stay. All right, control parameters, inches per minute, Bluetooth on, off. All right, accessories and brightness. App operation. We could QR code into it, and the user's manual is on this. Go back to home. If we go into MIG, so this is your enter button, this is your return button, your back button. It shows you how everything needs to be hooked up. Okay, I love that on a machine, especially if someone's new to this and they need to know how to set up the machine. It's kind of like a set of training wheels. Eventually you get it and you don't need it, but it helps verify everything if you're learning. All right, then when we go into this, we're going to be looking at, that's our voltage, and that's our inches per minute. So it's automatically manual, it looks like. Pulse, you can go into pulse. This will put it in single pulse or double pulse. All right, very excited to use that. Okay, synergic functions. If we have that on, okay, and you're turning your, oh, this is really cool. All right, so steel, 035 wire. It wants 80-20. Let's see our choices of gas here. Or 100% CO2. Okay. I've got 90-10 or 75-25. So we'll see what works better. Okay, this is really cool. This lets you choose if it's a lap weld. See how that changes when you do this? Holy cow. A edge weld, a butt weld, or a fillet weld. Wow. I'm excited to try that. Let's go back into that. I accidentally hit that. Okay. So that's in synergic on. All right. We have 2T, 4T in spot. We have Inductance. Okay, goes up to 10, down to -10. All right, jobs. You can save this, and it looks like there's 12, oh, room for more. Okay, so it looks like you can save a bunch of it, and it does let you, it gives you the QR code to go into your phone. So I wonder if that lets you save stuff right off your phone, and it's easier to type. We're going to find out. Okay, material thickness, all the way up to 5/16, and all the way down to 22 gauge. And that's on 220. Or sorry, 240. All right. Okay, settings. We have pre-flow. We have post-flow. Where'd you go? Pre-flow, post-flow. Burn back, which is important when you're doing double pulse. Burn back voltage. And weld data reset to factory. All right, the back button. All right, and those are all our options. All right, I fully intended to do the unboxing and run right through the machine. I figured a MIG welder, how hard could that be to fit in one episode? This does so much. There's so many settings. We're gonna break this down into one process a day, and stay tuned to the Rusty Rivet where I'm gonna go through all of the processes. You'll see how all the menus work. This is a very synergic machine, we'll call it, very automatic, but it does give you the option of going manual on it. So if you have questions on this, which you might at this point, and I do too, I really got to get into this and pull it apart, if you will. Don't be scared to send me a comment and ask me anything about this. That'll guide us through the future episodes. So tell me what you want to know about this as we go through. Thanks for tuning into the Rusty Rivet. We'll see you.